Welcome to today's video, everybody. It's a big day for us here at SAMMIT HQ. We are finally getting our lifts installed. You can see behind me, we've got all the cars out the front of the shop and it looks awesome. The pink, the red, and then the yellow there with May's Swift. We definitely need something bright green, I feel, on the channel, just to like kind of go with the whole Skittles vibe. But let me show you what's going on here because like I said, today we're getting our bendpak like lifts installed. What is there another name other than like car lifts? Or, I mean, they're not really, maybe a hoist. I think we called them hoists in Australia for a while. But yeah, bendpak lifts getting installed. These guys are smashing it out in really quick time as well. Total professionals. Love it. We were able to just bring my truck in here and they could just pick them straight off and place them down. Now we did all our measurements and worked everything out. They strongly advised against the angle idea just because of space. It really blew my mind just how much more space the lifts needed than what it was like when I had the two cars sitting there. Because of the big posts on either side, it takes up so much more space. So we've measured everything out. That's gonna be like the center point there where you see those tape measures on the ground. I wanted to make sure we left enough space against the wall so we can have benches and toolboxes and stuff like that there. But yeah, I'm really excited. This is all coming together really quickly. These guys are gonna be here for today and tomorrow, but they're saying that they might be able to get both done today if time goes well, just because they were able to get the lift straight off the back of my truck. Normally what happens is they have to pick them up like out the front and kind of shimmy them in and spend a whole bunch of time trying to move them in. And this, they said will save them like almost 1 to 2 hours worth of work just moving them around. So yeah, we'll see how these guys go. They've got everything that we need, the wiring, the oil, all that type of stuff. So should have this stuff all set up, and I mean, we should have at least one working lift by the end of today. Worst case scenario, we'll have both of them done by the end of tomorrow. But man, I'm excited. Big moves for SAMMIT HQ now. So it has only been a couple hours since I last picked up the camera, and you can see that these guys have been smashing this out. Both lifts are already mounted to the floor. Guys working on mounting the pump and tank on this side right now. Yeah, I think they just need to run the cables and put all the arms and everything on, so most of the tedious work after this. I wanted to explain why we decided to put the pump on the front of this one and the pumps on that one. So actually the lift's kind of flipped for this one there. And that's just simply because of space and real estate. Obviously the pump and everything takes up a bunch of space, and the best thing with these lifts is you can go on them forwards or backwards, it doesn't matter. So we were able to make it so that the pump is on the back on this side, and it's not going to be in the middle here where there's a small space between the two, just so if anything goes wrong, we've still got enough space to run through there or move through there quickly, or move parts or anything like that through there if need be. If we had the pump there, it'd just take up a bit more space and kind of could get in the way quite quickly, like going around it and whatnot. So I think that's gonna work out really good. And now that the lifts are in, you can really see just how much extra space they take up compared to the two cars that we had in there. So now that I see that these two are in here, we really only have enough space for one lift here, not four. I was dreaming thinking I could fit 4 lifts across here. Maybe if we had the smaller base lifts, like the smaller 2-post ones where there's a thing across the ground, I think they're not as wide. But definitely with these big boys, the 4.5 ton, I think these ones are. They're definitely a lot wider. Just looking at everything here, I think if we had these mounted on the angle, it would have really taken up so much more space than what I was anticipating. That's for sure. I think we went with the best solution straight on like this. We're in the process of actually getting some blinds sorted out for these 2 lower windows so we don't have sun issues. But yeah, coming together. These guys are smashing it out. So this is one of the installers for the lifts. Check out this jacket, guys. It has built-in fans and everything. どのぐらい長い使ってできるですか?
10時間ぐらいは全然。
10 hours of use. Yeah.
One charge で。
He says it's like really cool. You can feel the air just blowing out everywhere. 本当にそんなに涼しい? He's very cool. He says it's like the best thing ever. すごい。ありがとうございます。Japanese technology, man. They know what's up when it comes to staying cool. Oh, and this is the battery?
Bluetooth で繋ぐこともできるんで、
Ah!
バッテリーの
So you can monitor it with an app and everything.
And Bluetooth connection. So you can probably control it.
From the iPhone as well.
Apparently.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you can fully control it.
昨日から使ってるのにまだ 23% 1日使ってる。
He used it all day yesterday and hasn't charged it yet, and it was just sitting at 23.
ボルト変えられるんだ。
Oh, that's so cool. Man, that's so awesome. Definitely, I reckon some people in the States and Australia would love that for working
こ
outside.
れ売れる日本。
iPhone もチャージできる。すごい。So you can charge your iPhone as well, guys. Oh, there you go. Japanese technology. If you guys remember, I'm giving away this Momo Prototipo steering wheel. This thing is in beautiful condition, and I said I was gonna give this away to a random person who follows me on Instagram. A bunch of you guys followed, you've all been active. So we're gonna pick someone right now who gets this steering wheel. I'm gonna just go to my latest post, and I'm gonna find someone who is, one, a follower, and someone that's actively commenting on my stuff. We'll look in comments real quick. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. And this guy, Plenty20, let's get this guy, emojis, let's get him. So, Kern K. Lewis, I'm gonna shoot you a message, I'm gonna follow you back, and I hope you enjoy your new steering wheel. For those that missed out, don't worry, because I'm gonna upgrade right now, and I'm gonna get another wheel. I'll let you guys know in the next video, but make sure you're following me, you're active on all my Instagram content, and the next person I pick next week could be you. It's now the end of the day, and you can see behind me, the lifts are all but done. The guys have just a couple hours of work left over tomorrow to essentially finish one, wiring these bad boys in. We may have to get an electrician for that. I'm not entirely sure yet, but they do have temporary wires just run to the power box so they could make sure it's all gonna be working and everything tomorrow when they're done. But everything's looking good. The studs in the ground are not tight yet. These are loose. This is part of why they're gonna come back tomorrow. You can see that they're kind of just hand tight. The reason for that is they are gonna level these perfectly up and down, so they're gonna be dead straight. They've got all these shims that they'll slide under and get it perfectly straight up and down, and then they crank on them and tighten them. These guys here is what I'm talking about, these little shims. So that's super important. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Tomorrow's a big day, and we'll be able to use these. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think we did, we made the right move putting them straight, sideways like this, not on an angle, because looking at them now, you can really see how much extra space lifts take up. And we did put them at kind of the wider setting, so you can go, if you can have a look right there, the setting there up the top, there's a hole back there. You can push them in and go about 30 centimeters in more, and that just makes it a little bit shorter, but it's not, there's not much space then for you to squeeze in and out between the car and stuff. So we went for kind of the wider setting of these, and yeah, I think we're definitely only gonna have 2 lifts here. I was dreaming thinking we could get 4 along here, and we probably could with smaller ones, but with these big guys, I think we made the right choice. And we'll still have a 4-post in here in the future. I think it's gonna look really good. But yeah, we definitely did the right thing. Lots of space up the back too. We brought them forward and made sure that there's gonna be, with even a long hanging car like a Skyline or a Chaser, there'll still be a lot of space here for workbenches and toolboxes. So I think we did the right thing. What on earth are you doing? May, what are you doing under there?
I'm looking at what shocks are there.
Are you, because you can't wait till tomorrow? You can use the lift tomorrow, May.
That's fine, I can And then yeah, I think this is MSC upgrade.
You think so? Is Monster Sport exhaust?
I think so. Yeah, I just needed them.
Is there any seal or anything on it? Like a stamp?
No.
Oh.
I can't see it, but if not, just buy one.
You just buy one, okay. May's been having a lot of fun with this. She's got spreadsheets on the car. You have spreadsheets.
What's wrong with not having spreadsheets?
I've just never heard of anyone having spreadsheets for a car build.
So what?
I mean, it sounds like a good idea now that I think about it, but
What I'm planning to do is I'll list whatever I can now, what I have, and have a sheet in 2021 October.
so you want to track everything that you've done.
Yeah, because then later if you change something and you can maybe use things from the
Us guys, normally we just keep receipts of everything, right, from the mechanic, and when we go to sell the car, it's like, I got receipts, but this is genius. Why do we not do this? This is...
Yeah, and then you just have it in one Google Sheet. And then you make new sheets.
You're embarrassing me, May, because I wish I thought of that idea. Anyways, as you can see, the shop space, even with the lifts, when we're gonna have 4 cars, so a car up top, car underneath, car up top, car underneath, we still got plenty of space to put more cars here. And like, I didn't even optimize the space, I just backed the 2 cars in here. And we could still put the Skyline further back and closer to the wall, and same with this and that. So we have so much space in here. I'm so happy. Definitely a good choice getting this building. It's side quest time, and today we're gonna be working on the GoPed scooter. You've all been asking for it to come back, and well, it's coming back. If you come and have a look here, this looks a little different. That's because I upgraded the carburetor on here. I've never worked on carburetors in my life. I just winged it, and all I know now is that there are 2 set screws on the side, and I need to get the mixture just right so that it runs good. Let's see if she'll start. I'll put the choke on. Little boggy. You can kind of hear when it gets up into the res, it starts to bog down a bit. We want to fix that so that it's more like up, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's by sound. I think we're finished tuning the carburetor. I don't know if it's gonna react differently once my body weight's on there under load, but let's give it a go. Whoa. It still bogs down a little with my body weight. It's okay, a little bit more fine tuning. Carburetors aren't easy. So I still don't know if I've tuned this correctly. It is running a lot better though, definitely way better than what it was on the older carburetor. I definitely have big plans to just change this entire setup so it's much faster, got a proper exhaust, and we can get a really, really good 2-stroke power band on this, which will make it pretty wild. So yeah, GoPed scooter is back. Hope you enjoyed today's side quest. It's now the next day. May and I just got back from a used like office furniture shop. We got some sound deadening partitions for the office upstairs, set of drawers, and a nice whiteboard. I love whiteboards. I put all my like plans and stuff on them. Really good. But we got back and the guys who are installing the lifts are completely finished. They finished like triple checking and leveling everything out and adjusting the cable so everything's perfect. Now, one thing they did tell us is that it takes about a month for everything to kind of settle. So they just say like once a week they want me to just make sure that like all of the bolts and stuff around the bottom aren't loosening or anything like that, so that they're definitely in place. And we should be fine. Just kind of all the usual stuff. They said that the cables can stretch a little bit after using them for a bit as well. So if I need to make any adjustments to like make things a little bit more level, we can adjust the bolts here, the nut, and that kind of like levels each side out. But yeah, otherwise they said they didn't have to use many shims at all. This side they use none. And then over here, they had to use like 1 or 2 or something over there just to make things all level up. But yeah, that's it. Really happy. We're gonna get an electrician out to run the wiring properly. They hooked it up for now just for like us to test and everything and be able to use it in the meantime. But we're gonna get a proper electrician out who's gonna run it properly from like up the top and everything and make it nice and neat and tidy. And at the same time, we'll get some more lights added in this corner to fill this kind of dark zone up. But yeah, the lifts are done. The final test for today though is we gotta put a car on. And I think the cheapest car here is May's, so we're gonna put May's Swift on the lift. That's gonna be the final test. So if your car falls and crashes and burns, it's content.
Another Swift.
Although I don't think that's gonna happen. Bendpak obviously makes a really good product, and it's so exciting, man, like to have Bendpak stuff like here from the USA. It was such an ordeal to deal with like all the importing and all that type of stuff, hey.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Yeah, just dealing with the, what was it called, customs. That's all we had to deal with was customs.
Yeah.
That was the frustrating part. Japanese customs are so like strict, it's crazy.
Because this was our first time importing everything.
Oh, true.
Paperwork and everything was like.
They were extra strict on us because we've never imported anything in Japan before as SAMMIT HQ or SAMMIT,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they were like, oh, they have to be super strict on you to make sure you're not like a shell company that was created to bring in bad stuff, pretty much. They're really crazy. So we're gonna put the Swift up and see what it looks like. I think it's gonna match the arms. It's gonna look cool. And you get to look and categorize everything and add it to your spreadsheet. She's so excited. So a few people commenting on my Insta story, they want to see a spreadsheet and a PowerPoint presentation in the next video of everything you're going to do to this.
Got it.
All right. Two cars up on the list. Made Suzuki Swift, my S15. Feels pretty surreal right now. And we can now put 2 more cars under that.
Yeah.
I think it's time we brought some of the other projects to the shop now that we got the space.
Ooh.
I think we need to go get the abandoned S15 and get into that. And the Skyline, the 32 Skyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ready too.
Yeah.
Oh man, we can bring the 350Z here. There's so much stuff I've been waiting for. Like knowing that I'm getting lifts soon and a new shop, like it was just like, no point in starting any of the big projects until this happened.
Yeah.
Look at it. Oh man, this is so dreams right here.
That's my car, Sam. Get your hands off my.
So I was thinking, what if I got a Swift for myself? What if?
You getting the 32S? You getting the same
I mean,
one?
it'd have to be this. Maybe I'll get the newer, better model. I don't know what else to say. I'm extremely happy. I feel like I need to say that it's ridiculous to think about where I was a couple years ago working on this car in the driveway when it was pouring rain with a little blue tarp set up, the police being called on me on a regular occurrence just because I wanted to make the drift event the next day, sleeping like 2 hours. Like, dude, it was so hard. And now look where we are. It's just mind blowing. And if that doesn't encourage you guys that you guys can do your dreams too and make that stuff happen, then a bit of patience and a lot of hard work is all it takes. So yeah, I guess now is let the real builds begin. Is this your first car parts that you ordered yourself for your new car?
Yes.
So this is a special moment for you.
important.
I didn't check as well anything that she ordered. So this is all done by herself. Set of HKS spark plugs.
Always good to change them.
You want to do them today?
Yeah.
We can do an oil change today.
Yes. Don't tell me. Actually, I'll be smart. I'll go online and check myself so that you don't trick me to spraying oil onto me.
What? Why would I do that? Oil's expensive. I'm not wasting my oil.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was a
but we
thing.
get to use the new bendpak oil drain too. Yeah. I'm excited. Lift, oil drain, we get to...
The lips can be
I'm
on-
kind of jealous. The first lift use, she's gonna get to enjoy it. That's not fair, but I'll be there teaching her, so it's okay. So why don't you tell me why you went for HKS ones?
Well, I researched a bit and they said that the NGK ones are good, but this is cost efficiently and the compression rate in the chamber
What?
is much more.
What? I'm so confused.
The compression.
You mean the spark is stronger? This controls the spark.
So.
Yeah. Okay. The combustion rate.
Combustion.
Yeah, compression. I was like, if that increases compression, that might hit the piston if it's longer.
Sorry. So
Combustion rate is better.
it's better.
Yeah, okay, so it just means it's got a stronger spark, which is good. I use these in all my SRs and RBs. The HKS plugs are the best.
Oh, look how thick are they?
They're thick and long. Yeah, HKS plugs are really good, guys. Highly recommend them.
So だから HKS にしました。
Let me look at the box. I wonder if they have like NGK or something written on here somewhere. As like, I just wonder if like it's just. Oh yeah, NGK spark plug. So here's where we're gonna end today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is literally the dream right here. I've been dreaming of having a shop with lifts and just being able to work on my cars in my own space with friends and family and all that type of stuff. It's literally a dream come true. And to be able to do this in Japan, which is just, it feels like that's the dream come true as well. Like living here, being able to be self-sufficient, self-sustainable, and have this, and just build the sickest, coolest builds and blow people's minds with, and entertain you guys on the internet, and just living my life to the fullest. It feels like today, I mean, like it's always been like this, but today it's like, we're here. We're definitely here. We're just right there. Feels great. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash that like button, write a comment, and subscribe. Hope you found this encouraging. Tell me what you guys think about the side quest stuff that we're starting to add in too. This is a random idea I've been playing with for a while. I hope you guys enjoy it, and see you in the next one. Peace. Jamata.